I'm not signing.
All right, welcome to the threat management staff meeting. Today, we have a lot of great things on our agenda. Is Matt here? No, he is not. I will share the good news then. Vulnerability management is now officially viable. Woo! Viable feature. You can look at the links and it talks about what that means and how that's measured. But basically, I mean, we're just all really awesome and people are really impressed with us, and it's just, sort of what we do.
Nice work.
Yay. Would anybody like to say a few words?
It's really cool. It was noted in the an email from Sid to a number of folks as one of the. Well, actually, it was alluded to, but in that there was some other stuff about from Sid in that in the email I'm referring to. But overall, these features really help customers secure what they host and run on GitLab, and it's a top reason. It's one of the top reasons that customers buy GitLab is the secure stage, and this really helps to make that happen, which is really neat.
Nice, thanks. Yeah, this is the second maturity increase this year for the group, which is amazing. And Matt was telling me that even, a lot of the work that's been done just in the past couple of months have really sort of solidified that position for us. So it's very exciting. Keep up the great work, everyone.
One thing I wanted to add was that when we got to minimal, that was a big push to get standalone vulnerabilities out. There was a lot of pressure around that. I think people felt some stress. And I know that over the course of the last 6 months, it's felt like a lot of tiny improvements and there's maybe not the same momentum, but I think this just shows that value of iteration can take us just as far or further than, a heads down push for a date. So I'd much prefer the slow steps towards success. And I think you guys have done an excellent job.
Dope, thank you.
I'm going to mention closed issues mostly because Matt had his maturity definition as A, and so it made it so it was just over an alphabet. So I was very happy that I was able to update this to be a full alphabet, or 26. Great accomplishments in the last just 2 weeks. So this is just since the last threat management staff meeting. It's both container security and threaded sites. So nice job. I've taken out things that were just design issues or things that were not closed as done. So this is a fairly well-groomed list as well. So, hey, nice work.
Just, since Savash is not here, does someone who hasn't verbalized something yet want to volunteer to read Savash's item?
Nominating Jonathan.
Okay. Savas asked, I guess it makes sense since I actually put something in there, but Savas asked, does anyone know why we don't have a loosely coupled front end and back end? More context can be found in that issue. He said he'd be happy to elaborate more on this, but I'm thinking that's not going to be the case this meeting. I was thinking that it's probably, that's one of the pushes for getting to GraphQL is to have it more loosely coupled. Because naturally the REST API is going to be pretty tightly coupled between the front end, back end, and GraphQL kind of loosens that up a little bit, or a lot of it.
I think this is an interesting.
Zamir agrees.
Oh, I think this is an interesting thing to call out because I think, I haven't done any measurements, but anecdotally, any of the pages that get rendered on the Rails side render faster than the Vue apps. But maybe there's some more actual measurements behind that. But from my when I see things load, I'm like, I see it faster with the Hamel, which I don't want to do. I also want to move towards view more, but that's just anecdotally what I've seen.
The Hamel's like generated on the back end, which is going to be naturally faster than the view, which is generated on the front end. So I don't know if that's the difference.
And I think as the initial culture was based on Ruby and Rails, then it was a natural progression to have like the follow the Rails way of rendering the templates and the UI information. And I also think that maybe if we go, if Shavash pushed this comment to the retrospective company-wide level, it might get more engagement, and maybe he can have a better answer over there as well.
Yeah, I think like splitting off front end from the back end would be like a huge undertaking, which would probably like severely affect our ability to ship new stuff. So I imagine we will eventually get there, but I don't imagine this is a high priority, even from the engineering perspective.
Okay, cool. Wayne.
So
You're
something,
next.
just being
Okay.
part of 2 teams now has been kind of cool. One thing that the growth team does, separate from this team, is they just asked this question recently. I thought it was just a neat thing to do. And I mean, is what are you doing for fun over the holidays? So thanks everybody for putting ideas. Why don't we quickly read through these, at least for the folks that came, they were able to come today, so we can read through it. So me, it's gonna be more video games like Mario Kart, Zoom catch-ups with family and friends, and closing in on my goal of a book a week this year, 52 books this year. Jonathan, how about you? Since you happen to be next and here.
You're mute.
I was scrambling for the mute button and I panicked and I couldn't find it after. So, yeah, activities with the kids, house projects that just haven't gotten done, time with family, video games, probably. Hopefully I don't have any more trips to the urgent care over this holiday, like I'd had Thanksgiving. So that was, so, you know, no blood this Christmas. That's my goal.
The only heads through walls will be in video games, not in real life.
Yes, let's hope so.
Everyone's probably tired of hearing me talk about my van now, but we're gonna take our new van camping, and I can't wait. We finally got to drive
Bought
it.
it, huh? The test
Yeah,
drive.
sure. Oh man, I feel like I'm just like a broken record about it right now. We bought a Volkswagen Eurovan last weekend. We're really stoked on it. We drove it out to the coast over the weekend, and it inspired us to want to go longer. So over the holiday, we're gonna go for at least a night, maybe 2. Other than that, just a lot of cookies and Christmas movies, probably Zoom family calls as well.
Do we need to give you our address to get some cookies?
I don't make
shipping those.
So I mean, I could have them delivered from the market that I go to get them.
Okay.
They are not as good as homemade.
Got it.
My mom did send me a big thing of Chex Mix though, so I'm not just store-bought this year. That's a traditional Christmas snack for us.
Like puppy chow or?
Puppy? No, that'd be dog food. Chex Mix, you know, where you put
You never heard of puppy chow?
I was a dog owner, so like I don't know what you mean. It's dog food, right?
Is it dog food?
No, it's like Chex. It's like Chex with like help me, Alexander, because I'm. It's like chocolate and powdered sugar and like
sweet Chex Mix.
It's
yeah,
not Chex Mix.
Really good.
It's not Chex Mix. It's like just like it's like. Is it the chocolate Chex or the plain Chex? I'm trying to remember exactly what it is that
I gotta look this up. I'll look this up and I'll share what I find.
Okay, yeah. It's really delicious. It's not dog food. It's fine, everyone.
Yeah.
Alan, you are next.
Cool. Yeah, thanks. The whole plan is to slow down during the next 2 weeks. I'm unplugging myself as well as Matt. So I'm going to spend time with my family, read some books, try to relax a little, and that's it. Maybe I'll find time for video games, but that's not the priority right now. Yeah, Alexander, now your turn.
Yeah, I definitely agree with all that. Slowing down, unplugging. I'm gonna try it. I'm thinking about getting some cross-country skis because that seems like a good socially distant outdoor activity. And so I'm gonna try to go cross-country skiing, maybe do some snowshoeing. There's snow out here. I can show everyone what our outdoors looks like.
What's that white stuff? We don't
That's
get that here.
Maybe lots of snow there,
Maybe it's puppy Chow.
Yeah, it's powdered sugar.
Yeah, we did get snow like 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago, and then like 20 years before that.
Yeah, it was just snowing last night. We might have a white Christmas here, so here's hoping.
That's awesome.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I want some snow.
My kids are always like, "Is it gonna snow on Christmas?" Like I was like every year like a fool. Like, you know, we're in San Antonio. It's like, "Is it gonna snow on Christmas?" My parents like, "No."
I was mixing it with Sandy in Cincinnati. I was like, I thought you got lots of snow. Yeah, you never get snow in Texas, do you?
Up north they get a little bit more, but down here in San Antonio, no. We're in line with the Sahara down here, so.
I am sure there's at least one Hallmark movie that takes place in like San Antonio or Austin or something where like it snows on Christmas and it's a miracle or something, right?
They made the snow for it, I think, probably.
They had to film it in like Oklahoma or something.
Hey, Miha, you didn't go, and I want to know what Yakuza is.
Oh, well, so my plans for Christmas are like mostly gaming. My parents told me that they are not going anywhere this year for Christmas, so I'm actually going back home and I'll be the one responsible for cooking. So yeah, tough Christmas for me this year. And if I manage to find some time, then I'm going to be playing Yakuza, which is a game about Japanese mafia, and I'm playing the latest entry, which was made as an April Fool's 2 years ago, and they decided to go ahead and actually make a full game out of it. But yeah, nothing really eventful, but I hope I'm going to polish some of my cooking skills over the Christmas. My mother told me she's not doing anything at all.
So do we
yeah.
need to send you our addresses for you to mail us cookies?
If you do send me the ingredients, then I'm willing to cook for you and ship it back to you, but I'm not going shopping.
Got it. Okay, sounds good.
What did I get myself into?
Yeah, I'll just Instacart you some food, and then I'll expect cookies in 6 weeks.
I can send you my cheesecake recipe if you want, but I don't think they're going to ship it.
Yeah, just mail the cheesecake. It'll be fine.
I don't think it's going to fly, but hey, let's give it a go.
Thanks for adding this to the agenda, Wayne. It's fun. We should do more discussions like this. And on that note, I think we're done. I hope everyone has a great day. Here's a plug for our office hours that start in about 45 minutes. So threat management office hours hasn't been very heavily attended by the engineers on the team. Myself and Matt have gone and had great conversations with Philippe and other folks from the AppSec team. Please join if you can. It's always helpful to have more knowledge there to help answer questions. And if we don't have great attendance, we have a forum for other discussions about things that are happening within the team. Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, friends.